Greetings all. Welcome to Journeying Within. Today, we explore the many layers of sight. Sight isn't just the ability to see with our eyes. It is a multifaceted gift that shapes how we navigate the world and understand ourselves. Recently, I broke my reading glasses. A small incident that revealed how much I rely on clear vision, both physically and in life. It inspired me to reflect on sight's many layers: physical, mental, emotional, intuitive, and spiritual. Physical sight is where it begins, a process of observing the world. But beyond the eyes lies a spectrum of vision that touches every part of our existence. Mental sight shapes how we interpret what we see, using memory, knowledge, and understanding. Yet, this sight can be unreliable. Memories fade or warp, and knowledge can be incomplete or biased, leading us astray. To truly understand, we need context and empathy, a willingness to look deeper and question assumptions. Why is it so easy to see the mole in another and not the mountain in ourselves? This blindness to our own flaws stems from ego and defense mechanisms that protect us from discomfort. Yet, by turning our gaze inward with honesty and compassion, we open the door to growth. And then there's hindsight, 2020 vision in the rearview mirror. Looking back, free from the emotions of the moment, clarity often comes. But what if we could cultivate that clarity now? Through mindfulness and reflection, we can shift from reactive sight to proactive vision. Emotional sight allows us to connect to the feelings of others. It fosters empathy and compassion, helping us see beyond actions to the emotions that shape them. But it too can be clouded by our own pain, prejudices, or projections. Then there's intuitive sight, the inner knowing that arises when we tune into something beyond logic. Intuition is powerful, but it is not infallible. If rooted in fear or distorted beliefs, it may mislead us. To hone intuition, we must align it with truth, grounded in self-awareness and a willingness to challenge what we think we know. Finally, we come to spiritual sight, the ability to perceive life's deeper order. This form of vision invites us to trust in the unseen, to see connections and patterns that speak to something greater than ourselves. It is not about dogma or fixed beliefs, but about a perception that transcends the material. It is the lens that reveals meaning in mystery, encouraging us to align with universal truths. When we speak of the lens that reveals meaning in mystery, we are pointing to an ability to find purpose in the incomprehensible and see how even challenges might hold opportunities for growth and learning. This lens also encourages us to align with universal truths. Principles like love, compassion, resilience, and interconnectedness. These truths transcend any single tradition or belief system, serving as guiding stars that illuminate our path and foster unity and purpose. Spiritual sight enables us to live in harmony with these truths, shaping our actions in ways that uplift not only ourselves but also the world around us. When I speak of spiritual sight, I refer to an innate connection to something greater than ourselves. Some may call it God, the universe, or source. It is the wellspring of life, the energy that underpins all creation. For me, spiritual sight is about seeing the sacred in the everyday and learning to trust in the deeper wisdom that life offers. We will explore spiritual sight more deeply in a future episode, diving into how this form of vision can guide us, challenge us, and connect us to the beauty of life's mysteries. For now, I invite you to reflect on how this lens might already be working in your life, revealing meaning in ways that inspire and uplift. At the heart of these layers of sight lies an inner compass. This compass shapes our moral inclinations, guiding us toward good or ill, creation or destruction. But it is not immune to distortion. Trauma, societal pressure, or skewed beliefs can misalign it. This challenge is to recalibrate this compass, aligning it with truth and integrity. Pause for a moment. What has shaped your inner compass? Do you trust it, or does it feel off course? Refining it requires self-awareness and a commitment to values that uplift both ourselves and others. Each form of sight, physical, mental, emotional, intuitive, and spiritual, contributes to how we perceive the world. Yet, they are influenced by our beliefs, desires, and biases. No two people see the world the same way, because no two journeys are alike. True vision requires humility and openness, the willingness to learn, unlearn, and grow. When one layer falters, we are reminded of sight's preciousness. Clear vision in all its forms is a continuous process. By nurturing each layer, we can see the world and ourselves with greater clarity and compassion. So, I invite you to reflect. Which form of sight have you relied on most? Which might you have neglected? As we open ourselves to these layers of sight, we create a space for greater understanding, connection, and growth. Let us honor sight, not just as a tool for seeing, but as a pathway to wisdom. This week, we have touched on the many layers of sight, but there is so much more to explore. Over the coming weeks, we will take a closer look at some of these layers: physical, mental, emotional, intuitive, and spiritual, unpacking how they shape our perception and guide our journey. I look forward to sharing this exploration with you. Thank you for journeying within. May this week bring you moments of reflection and discovery as you embrace the gift of sight in all its forms.